Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't even know what the weather is like today. It looks probably better.
It's quite nice outside.
It's getting better. And I'm late. I have to put my rings on and feel that I'm ready for the treat to be with you guys.
And I have to go back into it because it won't let me open it.
And hello, Janie W, Maggie, Rick and Sandy, Group 66, Maggie Zao, yes. Artists Bridges, D. Bridges, and Terry Davidson. Hello, everyone. I'm not going to read the whole telephone book. I wish, but then you will be going to sleep.
Your cards.
I have the card. Oh,
I know you have the cards.
I have the cards not ready.
Oh,
I saw her today. I said, well, we are similar, but I have with white ones. One day, I bet we will meet each other with the same outfits.
yeah, I have a blue one of this as well. So Larry Summerlin had asked before, will Mike Johnson confirm the ballots?
Ballots about what?
When the election, will he confirm them so that it can move forward for transition? Or not?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He will put his head in the sand. So it's like he might be not.
That he never saw it?
That he is, he would postpone like the Supreme Court is doing.
Well, you said there was going to be like a tornado.
Yeah.
At election
so something will be going crazy, and he will try to postpone. Doing half job what he said. He will be making his own judgments, and he will think, I can't do this. So eventually he will do what is right, but there will be time that he will be keeping his head in the sand. Send him to the sandbox, or send him sandbox early with some.
And this is for entertainment only. Thank you for subscribing and for ringing the bell and for commenting and asking questions and for donations and anything that, really helps Violetta with her algorithm. That's really, really appreciated. It's nice.
As well, if you are some by surprise will show up mega hearts, please go somewhere else. I don't want to be rude, but I don't like when you are rude to me and trying to put some nasty comments. Especially that Cheryl was able to find one. I couldn't find that one on my side.
No, so we're going to look again.
And I said, no. And we had that problem with Brooke. And thank you, Brooke, because she would send the timestamps and they were not showing up on my side. So what the game they are playing, I don't know how they are playing the game, that some things will be showing on one computer and not on another. That's another story.
Group 66 has a question. I read that Poopton, it's a new one for us, is refusing to attend a peace meeting in Switzerland. He says that it's not in neutral ground. Is he afraid of something?
And Switzerland was always the most neutral ground in Europe.
Yeah, I know, but isn't there where he can't travel any countries because he can be arrested?
That's what is his problem. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he thinks he will be laying down with the sword, sleeping with the sword. He is overprotective for himself. He wants just to celebrate his way of living with his friends. So if you can put this in China, maybe he will come. But no, beginning of new adventure for him. It's that he is thinking that there are elections, and he's not going to take a risk coming to Europe because he can be arrested. They don't trust Switzerland. That's so bad.
Now, Polish representatives are meeting with
They met yesterday.
Yeah, so they met, and they're also giving the little warning that if things go sideways, that Poland will be next on the line, and then U.S. troops will have to become involved because it's a NATO country. Yes. So how is that? How will those talks end up being?
And
were they successful?
Polish president and premier, they don't like each other. You have to be aware, but they are on the same page. And they are asking that every country will raise the donation to the UN by 1%. So now they are paying 2%, and they will pay 3%, which is, of the income of each country. And what will come out of the meeting?
Will it do any good?
3 cards.
Changing minds. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe they will put 2.5%, not 3%, not 2, maybe 2.5. They will be isolated with the proposition, but they will think that the grass is greener somewhere else. So the Republicans will not promote this. But some reasons will be to celebrate. So 2.5 is better than 2, if I'm correct. They will have to debate on something to make the board. And Biden sent yesterday 300 million in military help to Ukraine.
Yeah.
So that was the help that at least they were able to scramble from Pentagon.
Now, I asked you during the time that special counsel was testifying.
And I thought that she's talking about a woman. And I thought, who are you talking about? Who is she?
So I asked you, if Trump was watching, and what was he thinking about?
What did I tell you?
You told me that he's trying to find ways to spin it in his rallies.
In his rallies to make everything upside down for his own benefits. And he will be on her as well, so I don't think her will have any chances in Trump's cabinet.
Well, it was called out that her did not have all the information, that Biden did know that the date that his son passed, and that he has a photographic memory.
And that's what recall. He said.
But he didn't put it in his report. He had that he was going a little bit senile there.
Yeah, he was trying to be pleasing to Trumpers.
But then they called it out. Well, I thought the best was when the Democrats called out her to read portions and everything, plus also watch those videos of Trump and all his goofs, his bing and the bongs and his words slurring and all the rest of that stuff. What was he thinking about at that time when he saw them using that against him? Because he came back with a comment on Truth Social about that.
And what did he say?
Not very nice stuff. It was Midas Touch was also promoting it.
3 cards.
So
I don't have TV yet. No, I will have today, hopefully. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He is panicking that they can see that he is getting towards Alzheimer. It is scary for him. And so many information is going about him being goofy. He's saying, I'm joking. He knows he's not joking. He knows that he is doing what his father was doing. And it's more scary for him because he experienced that as a child, as a son, not child. He was adult, but he's experiencing this again. And it was scary for him when his father had, but not to the point to be scary when he is thinking, I will be the same way. And he remembers his father with the worst signs. So he thinks, I'm not there. But he knows he's going that direction.
He's going fairly fast right now.
Because so much stress. And it can be even one day, and it can click with people when they are overtired, and he's projecting on Biden that Biden is taking what is that medication, MRO, for speed, like speed.
That he was always taking and that he gets diarrhea with?
Yeah. So he's accusing Biden that Biden was.
Well, he projects everything on somebody else.
Because he doesn't want to think. When you say something, oh, you are stupid, then it will be crazy to say, oh, you are stupid. So he is doing this all the time. He will be taking chances intuitively, and he thinks, I can't do this anymore. Intuitively, he knows that he is, figure out which hand is which. Intuitively, he knows that that's what he is getting through, the Alzheimer, and he is thinking, I will have to stop doing some things like that because they can catch me. But he will be still doing, because Eight of Swords is still empowering heart. But he noticed that they are telling him.
Well, now he says it's all artificial intelligence, that they're manipulating all the videos.
Oh, yeah, because he has to make some excuses, but he knows that, whoever has someone in the family with that kind of illness, they are so afraid.
Now, do you see him becoming physically ill before the election?
Well,
or even mental, having a mental breakdown because of all the stress? Do you see anything happening?
That's my 3 cards.
Something that'll take him out of the running. 1, 2, 3.
When I was a kid, they sent me to a hospital because my brother and me, we came from vacation. And I was so sick. My brother wasn't, but there was some problem with spreading illness. I don't remember what that was, because so they sent me to a hospital to isolate me. And it's like I'm looking through that window waiting for my mom, checking if she will show up. It was for 1 week for nothing. I was not sick. It's just that stomach flu probably, but then I came from the area that illness was there. So they might isolate him for some reason. Maybe not in the hospital, but he will have to take some days to break him, kind of relax him and check him for something. Yeah, there will be some orders. Or even operation. Look, this King of Swords is sometimes a symbol of that you have to go for some operation. So he will be sitting and doing everything but in sitting position and crying. Something will cause him some stress. And, people will be, oh, don't worry, you are fine. Why I see that hospital, which I don't remember the English name for that illness, so I don't want to make it up.
When you said about having an operation, the first thing I thought is that they could give him a heart.
Yeah. Replace his...
I'll be struck down by lightning, I'm sure.
He already had a pig heart, so how they can change for some others?
Christine Crilly is asking.
Entertainment only, maybe not the best one, but it's still entertainment only.
Christine Crilly is asking, really like how Katie Porter thinks. I know you're right. She is golden and will be very effective wherever she focuses. Can you see who might take her place in the House, and will they be able to fill her shoes?
If I don't know the person who, because it is someone.
You see a male or female, and it would still be a Democrat?
It has to be, because it has to be from California, probably.
Okay, so it'll be another Democrat.
Another Democrat.
So will this person be able to fill her shoes?
3 cards.
2, 3.
The shoes are too big for that person. And I see a female in the color with the color skin. But whoever will step in Katie's shoes, male or female, the shoes will be too big. She is such a high achiever. She's a professor, isn't she? Of economy.
I think so.
And she was studying under Elizabeth Warren. She's irreplaceable. No one can replace her. Angel of Love. There will be a lot of struggles to fulfill her chair. And there will be quite a few people who will be trying to get there. And they will be doing that. But what's going on with Republican in the House?
Well, that one congressman, he was going to be leaving at the end of the term here, not running again, but he actually is dropping out within
next week.
Yeah.
And he said it's enough. So he is really upset. And then they were organizing the retreat, like once a year. They want people to be united, so they make that retreat. Quite a few years ago, the bus was problematic when they were going on that trip. So that was the time that I learned about. I learned about the trip. So they go for 7 days. This time,
and they don't want to really go.
Only half of the half of the house said we will go, but the rest, I don't want to socialize with anyone.
So it's Republican came back,
and he said it's enough for me. It's never been that bad in the Republican House. I want to do other job outside. So he feels he's treated badly. He has no right to say what is right, what is wrong, and he is really giving up. I know some of you are saying that you don't watch news, so your informations are coming from this channel.
But look it up.
Yeah, but it is, and right now I have only one TV in the bedroom, so when I go to sleep, then, and I'm a very good sleeper, so the moment I have my head on a pillow, someone was asking what to do when you can't fall asleep. Count the ships, pray over and over. Like it helped me to have visions when I was praying over and over. I'll just try it not to think that you have to wake up in the morning. Because sometimes when we feel that we have to wake up in the morning, then we are stressed out, counting, in 3 hours I have to wake up and I didn't sleep, I'm tired and so on, and you are building up the pressure on you. So try it not to over-wiring your mind that you have to wake up. I'm getting up 3 times a night, at least, and I'm going back to bed. I'm putting my plug in the ear and opening my cell phone, and then after 15-20 minutes I'm turning off. Sometimes my husband will wake up. Are you there? Yes, I'm still listening.
Chris Cross is commenting, Judge McAfee dismisses 3 counts against Donald Trump. He still has 10 counts coming. So there wasn't enough.
13?
Pardon me?
It was 13 counts?
Well, he dismissed 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 have already been charged, which is why he's up for court. But
and one of them is that conversation with the governor of Georgia. Mm-hmm. That was dismissed, but it's not completely dismissed. It's apparently that they can rewrite this. They have 8 months to rewrite the accusations. So it will be much stronger. more reliable, and because they said it's against Constitution, but they didn't point at which part of the Constitution. So
And it wasn't only Trump, it was Meadows and Giuliani, and they just said they didn't have enough right now.
yeah, so he tried to
But they
be.
still have 10.
McAfee wants to be very fair, and so we will see how that will go.
Dottie, Beucher, just wondering how Jill Biden is handling all the games the MAGA Republicans are playing against her husband.
How is
Jill Biden.
Joe Biden feeling?
Yeah. How's she handling it all? I've seen some of her rallies where she's come out and talked, and she's very good.
She is Leo.
Mhm.
I don't know if she's real Leo. I'm Leo, but she's acting like a Leo, like this way. So 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
She feels very secure, very independent. So she feels that she can say whatever she has on her mind. She believes in him. She knows that he has good values. Hieropath is symbol of good communicator, good value. Maybe he is too soft-spoken. That's his fault. Because Trump is all the time yapping and screaming.
People love the drama. It's real.
That he has the drama, and she is fighting for him. Like the dragon is on the ground, and she is the warrior on the white horse with the swords. She is very, very good wife.
Oh, well, Melania did show up for Orban
Did she?
in a white suit.
Oh, and that was the white suit that she borrowed from the girls from the Congress.
That she's in solidarity with them. I'm surprised she didn't have something written on the back.
Wasn't that something I didn't know?
But she did show up for that. But she's not out campaigning for
I
him.
think you can wear white, and after some day in not that early in the winter. So she was wearing the white suit. That was signal. I'm showing up, but I'm not with him. I'm with Democrats. That's just my.
Now, Amy One plus also New Perspectives are asking a question about the whistleblower, the Boeing whistleblower.
And I said long time ago there will be some whistleblowers about Boeing.
And this one supposedly committed suicide with a shotgun when it's being investigated. What's really happening there? What really happened? Did he actually do that or not?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Depression is horrible thing, and he felt so isolated. Yeah, the sickness. So I feel that that's what it is. He was happy that he announced that whistleblower, but his heart was broken because everyone was treating him so badly as a cheater. Yeah, he paid a really high price, to be honest. Honest guy, and we don't know how hard it was for him when they were treating him so badly.
Beans Butterfly is asking, would you mind sharing how Mother Mary physically appears to you when you see her? There are so many renderings of her, and
I saw her 2 times, once with the cloth I was asked about, and there is the card over here I was showing, Jill Biden. It's very much about her security, about her being. I'm just looking for that card to share. So somehow it's always in the field, never in the building. You know, the one that I was showing with Jill, the security woman, just without the coins. But I would like to cheat those cards, I will never figure out how to do it. if I will be playing open cards, sorry. Because it is possible. I know that you can spread the cards and show them the one that you want to show. But it's... Oh, yeah.
At the very bottom.
So it's usually symbol of a woman who is secure, who is independent. I don't see the coins around her. Usually it's more blue sky and one tree, but the very blue sky, and that's how I visualize her. And her hands are like that with the blessing.
Does continuing on, Beans Butterflies asking, does she have any message for us?
Oh, let's put her in the middle so I don't. Did you say one?
For message.
Yeah. Can you say? Can you count? Yeah.
2, 3.
She's counting. It's just so. The message is that we will feel like on a kayak, standing on the ocean, and the kayak. We are standing on a kayak, and the waters are moving, and we will feel very dizzy, very humble, and insecure. So there will be so much drama. We have to make good decisions to make sure that mothers and children are protected. And there will be cheating going on. So the message is be careful who you trust, because there will be cheating going for the power.
Which is really, really important, why we have to still keep children having the opportunity to have critical thinking skills developed in school.
You know that best, you were a teacher.
Yeah, but I mean, we need to have that, all different opinions, so that you arrive to your own opinion and look at all different things rather than just being fed. We're not vessels to be poured into. We're there to go through everything that we can gather.
Yeah.
And then come up with our own opinion.
I'm very thankful to my mom that she couldn't read the book for herself. She will read the book in the night, by the morning, in the breakfast time. She will tell us all about the book that she read. Or if she will go to the cinema and tell us the movie, my uncle asked my mom, did you took Janusz to the cinema for that movie? And it was for adults. And my mom said, no, but he told me the movie. Janusz has a really good memory, and he will tell everything from beginning to the, and he was absolutely, he could visualize everything, my brother. He's three years younger, 3.5 than me. And he was telling like he had seen. Good with telling stories. But our mom was always telling us every book by the breakfast table. We were aware, and we will come back from school. Can you finish? She knew how to hold us together and how to make us a decent human being, because it was her projection on us. What is good, what is right, bad.
Love wins movement. U.S. politics is so important for Canada to be aware of now. Such a threat to our multicultural way of life. Oh, I tell you, it is so important. I don't know where you live, but in Alberta, with having Tucker Carlson here and trying to start a culture war, and
he makes such a big dentation in the politics.
Yeah, but our premier follows him,
but maybe we will have the mayor from
well, we don't know.
But we are I'm hoping.
You looked at his picture?
I know who he is. I know who he is. He is not completely white, but wonderful guy.
But that's for the NDP leadership.
But hopefully they will win.
I am hoping that the NDP win, because...
And I sent you today the TikTok from about the prayer
Oh yeah, the conservative leader,
and so.
federal conservative leader. Yeah, I haven't opened that one yet.
Oh, okay.
But I've learned by doing this and following this since, well, a few months after I met you, after you started your channel. The first book I bought was House of Putin, House of Trump, and I learned so much. And I have maybe around 10 books.
She was like my mom, telling me stories from that book.
Well, yeah, you don't like to read too much, and so I'd be reading, and then I'd be asking her questions from those books, different things. But I've learned so much about Canadian politics by following the American conservative movement. And there's a lot of crossovers there that I didn't realize about. And I was conservative for a large number of years because my family was in the oil business. So they still are conservative, I'm sure. All of them.
And I was not into politics. Until Trump was going down on that elevator, I was not interested in the politics. Can you believe it? How he put the punch in me?
There's quite a few questions here about Prince William and Kate. Will Princess Catherine become queen? Let's put it as that. The personal lives, they can keep that. They deserve respect.
And the picture that she posted of her and her kids, it was Mother's Day, I think, in England. They have different time that we do. And she was erasing some stuff from the picture.
Yeah.
So
she apologized for that.
But
she wanted to present the best.
And, it is on her. So if it is the bag that is annoying her and feeling her uncomfortable, that will be, because otherwise she looks so happy with the kids.
They'll tell us what's going on when.
Would she be a queen?
Yeah, will she be a queen?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my, how to understand that one? I have the container to have a sponge, so instead of licking my fingers, I'm touching the sponge and counting it's wet. But I see a goblet with chips around the corner, damages. So there will be some problems with her. But you wouldn't give anyone to drink from that if it has so many chips around it. How to understand that? There will be some problems. Upside down, she will rejuvenated, reason to celebrate, and secure. When it's nothing, it wouldn't be anything wrong with that one, but except that it's too sharp for me to will be if it will happen. And we all have experience with something that will have a little chip and it has to be dismissed. But it wasn't completely big chips. It was just tiny, tiny chips that I was rough on the edges.
So it'll be a rough time for her to transition.
Yeah, but eventually the security will be there. She will be very spiritual and she will recover. That's a good one. Because I heard that she's dying, but it doesn't look like that. And reason to celebrate. So eventually she will be celebrating. I don't know if she will be very happy to be a queen.
Well, I think it's coming quicker than they had hoped for. I think they were hoping that
it will take years for Charles, but Charles, I think
he's given off more and more that
he's not happy in that space, and it's caused him stress and sickness to his.
Yes, I think it takes away, when they go into that role, they take away from the family life at home. Everything changes even more.
Oh, yeah, they don't have a private life and they don't have a time.
Omega forever, EVAH, instead of ever, forever. Jill Biden is a Gemini, born June 3rd. Trump is born, June 4th or something like that?
Are you kidding? They are the same date of birthday, kind of?
Well, I'm June 8th.
Remind me.
So there's bookends.
Remind when it's closer to birthday, because I'm so bad with birthdays.
You'll always remember it.
My mom was always the one that we will call, and she will call. I was calling her. She will never call us, but I will call her, and she will say, "Remember the birthday, the wedding anniversary of those people." She was good with memory. She had such an absolute memory to the end of her life about the dates.
Diane Wood says, white after Memorial Day to the end of May. Wearing white.
White, yes.
Melania.
So she's wearing a little bit too early.
Well, no, it says after Memorial Day.
Yeah, when is that?
Memorial Day for you is in the fall, is it? And then end of May, or the end of May, white after. So maybe that's like our May long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
but
know.
In the summer, I think you wear the
Up here, it was always, you sort of end at September because you go into winter, then you go to winter white.
If I wanted to wear some white shoes, my mom would say, no, it's not ready. It's not the time for you to wear light shoes.
Whoever makes up all these rules. Now, Special Counsel Jack Smith has added 2 appellate specialists to the team prosecuting the Mar-a-Lago documents case, perhaps preparing for a fight to remove Judge Cannon at the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. Will it get to the point where Cannon makes an error that could potentially remove her from this case? I'm always amazed, well, not even amazed because I expect that from him, but Jack Smith is always steps ahead. 1, 2, 3.
He will give her a shake, like under carpet, pulling her.
Smith will shake her.
He will shake her. I'm not seeing her falling down, but he will shake her. His everything depends for him. If Trump is reelected, then he will cancel his investigation. So he has to do it early, and that's what it's so important for him to be on time. Money, sharing money, security. He will tell her, you can't do this, you can't do this. She will be fighting, but you can't do this. And he will have, I want this to be done, I want this to be done, I want this to be done.
So do you see her being removed?
I don't see her being removed, I'm sorry. But maybe there will be some restrictions on her 8 of Swords that will be the story. She will be still fighting back because she can put the blindness and she has 8 of Swords. But I don't think it will be easy cup of tea for her. I just don't want Fannie Willis to be removed.
Oh, you always said that she was going to be okay.
Well, I'm saying, but...
Well, let's trust that.
I'm just a psychic.
The New York Attorney General Letitia James could force the sale of one of Trump's buildings at 40 Wall Street. Bond was posted for the E. Jean Carroll case at 91.6, and it was brought up by Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the building that, the amount that to repay that stuff, it was at 83 million. No, that was it. That was hers.
91, he said. I pay 91, but it was maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, but he's got this almost half $500 million.
That's for the next story.
That's for the next one, except that there's thought, because it's Russian money perhaps behind the Chubb, because they do have businesses in Russia, that they're paying this money for the E. Jean Carroll, that they'll also advance it as well for his next case.
But I don't know of this, I'm sorry. Robert? I turned off my phone.
So will Chubb also come up with that $500 million in advance as well to pay for it and then the appeal that Trump is wanting to?
I think quietly Trump is selling him some of his buildings.
But this one, that building that, well, one of the buildings that they're looking at is actually a mortgage. Like Trump doesn't own a huge amount of stuff. He has mortgages all over the place.
Oh, yeah, so he is not.
And he only owns a partial of the building,
Yeah.
like some are the retail and the parking lot, but not the building, but the name is still on the building.
Okay.
So is Chubb going to come up with the money for that $500 million bond as well?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
But I just saw a fish. And it is the smelly, fishy, something will be fishy. So they will, I bet they will be finding how that money get to Chubb. Because it's not legal for someone who is running for office to be dependent on others financially. That's big no-no for security.
Mm-hmm.
There will be quite a few different people who will be combined to celebrate his, and they will be making really good decisions. It will be hard to figure out where the money is coming from.
Now, Joyce Vance was talking.
But it will be fishy.
Joyce Vance, was former U.S. attorney, has called the provision unusual in the contract for the bond that Trump, if like for the E. Jean Carroll case, that $92 million,
Mm-hmm.
If Trump cannot pay it back to them because they're putting it up for him,
Mm-hmm.
that money does go to E. Jean Carroll through Chubb, but then Chubb has to collect it from Trump. But is that a way to money launder money from Russia to Trump by paying for these bonds and then to come up with that?
That's what I'm saying. It's not legal. Because
will they find it out? Though?
And I saw the fish, so it's fishy.
I think they're investigating it, or I'm hoping they are.
They do. Letitia James is making sure that she's on top of the story. And that way Chubb will be in hot shoes as well.
1.
And I wonder if he's from New York
2,
as well.
3.
Are they investigating this? Well, the glass is still empty, so they don't have any clue because it was so early. There will be, and Letitia Jones will be after that. James, and they will probably be able to kind of stop him from doing that. There will be some problems. And can you imagine, I thought, how this chap was feeling the next day when he gave the money and Trump is doing exactly the same.
It could be a game.
Well, maybe that he wants to prolong this game for longer, but he has to pay what he has to pay. So,
will they go after him again? E. Jean Carroll's team. They said they would. 1, 2, 3.
Who let the dog out? And someone asked, who is Robert? It's my brother in Germany. That's another man in my life. My brother, one is Janusz in Canada, and another one is Robert in USA. Yeah, Letitia will be making sure that she is not letting anything silly going around her, and she will check even the whole family. If they are not getting any money artificial way.
Larry Summerlin is asking, is there an indictment in New Jersey coming soon? And Trump selling documents.
New Jersey, that's where that plane was landing in New Jersey with the papers.
Bedminster?
And Bedminster. Mm-hmm. So that plane, Butler, what is his name? Brian Butler, the number 5th guy who was working for Trump.
He was moving documents onto a plane at the same time that the house was being, or Mar-a-Lago was being
Well,
search.
the FBI was visiting Trump.
Mhm.
I think that the search was a little bit later, but that was the day preparing Trump
Okay.
for. And so someone told him in advance that they are coming.
Well, they do, I think, know in advance. Isn't that true? The
No,
lawyers know in advance.
Yeah, probably. And so he moved the boxes, 10 to 15 boxes.
Well, I like what Her had said during the testimony, because he had written in there about all the different things Trump obstructed justice by hiding it and not coming for, to be talked to, etc.
And what was the case in New Jersey?
So Larry Summerlin is asking, is there an indictment coming in the New Jersey case?
But I don't know which case.
Well, and it has to do with Trump selling documents.
Oh, okay.
So is something going to be coming that would be Bedminster?
3 cards.
1. You said there was stuff in the walls there too.
I
2.
said that hiding places, yeah.
2. 3.
They might be digging out even the coffin. Because it was apparently so heavy. So if you put those extra papers hiding there, they would be like he couldn't burn them. I don't know. He could destroy them, but then he would need people to do it. So maybe he put them in a coffin with Ivana. Beginning of new adventure. You are right. This time there will be a gentleman looking after that. Angel of Love. So it will be that they will have to even check for Trump's mental stability. But they will be doing something. Oh, this is interesting. Love wins movement. Have you ever asked how long Putin has had on Trump's in his pocket? That was actually obvious, because when you were reading
The House of Trump and House of Putin, yeah. He was recruited through Ivana.
And Ivana was not comfortable for them because she was not really thinking.
Well, Ivana's father was watched by Putin.
Yeah.
And so when she met up with Trump, they found the weakness and then approached Trump, which is why they own, the Little Russia is Trump Tower.
Trump Tower, yeah.
They have a lot of the places there.
So many oligarchs there that.
There's even a Trump Tower in, I thought it was Miami as well. That's loaded with Russians. But it's been going on for a long time.
It was obvious, so it's not for psychic to answer. It was known quite well that he was supported by them, and they were buying for very high prices from him.
Well, he said that he can put anything up, whatever price he wants, and he would get it.
Even Eric was saying, the Russians oligarchs will pay for our golf courses. So, that was so obvious that he was in the Russians.
Yeah. Well, Trump used to be mostly in, according to that book, in bed with, just like his father was in the mafia, the Italian mafia. Mm-hmm. And then he added another one, Trump. Peter Navarro, Trump's economic advisor.
He is going to prison.
Miami prison, March 19th, to begin serving a 4-month sentence for refusing to comply with a congressional investigation into the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Last year, Navarro was convicted of 2 counts of contempt of Congress, one for failing to produce documents related to the probe, and another for skipping his deposition. Navarro's lawyers are now trying to appeal that, in that, Bannon got away with, he was charged and he was supposed to be given a prison date, but he is left out on appeal. Why is Navarro
was not allowed to?
But Navarro also is actually going, and he's the first one of that group. Mm-hmm. So how did Trump respond, knowing that his good buddy Navarro was heading to prison for 4 months? I mean, he's the same as the chief financial officer of his, Weiselberg. He's back to prison again for 4 more months. 1. So this is Navarro in prison. Trump. 2. 3.
Well, he can't touch that door to open that door, because the door is so hot. So there is a fire there. Trump was not able to open that door. Like the firefighters, when they are going to stop the fire, when they touch the doorknob and it's hot, they can't open that door.
Mhm.
And that was Trump is looking from different point how I can help, trying to reach him through other. But yeah, he is afraid of. He's afraid of doing this. He has sleepless nights and more diapers.
Now, Mary Negron is asking about, please check on the future of Katie Britt. She was the Republican. She gave the response, didn't she?
Oh, the one with the green dress and in the kitchen.
In the kitchen and told a phony story.
So what is the future of her?
Yeah.
Oh. With that innocent voice. 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Actually, she is very depressed. She's very angry because it's not her who found that story. Someone else gave her.
Well, she was at the border.
I know, but it is that. And then she said, "Well, I was telling you, it's a woman, and she was a child when she was molested."
And it was in Mexico.
But she didn't say it, and it's like
And a long time ago.
A long time, and so it was not under Biden's, and it was not even under Trump's.
Was that Bush?
Under Bush or
Yeah, I
20
think it was
years,
Bush.
because it's 20 years ago, yes. So instead of, I think her reliability will be hurt. Well, she will still be secure. They will be still voting for her, and she's married to the party. I'm sorry. I don't know where they have brain. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh gosh, how can they choose between good and bad? Biden is going the good. He's a good guy. He's trying all the best to do. Trump is doing everything opposite, and they
That's
love
very low energy.
him. Oh, we have the ending of the video.
Will Nikki Haley work in the Trump's crazy world? Patty Thompson's asking that.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
She has her dignity. I don't think she wants to. She left the office. She was the only person when she left the office without the scandal.
Mhm.
She was absolutely pissed off at Trump because he was making a different decision that she was making when she was ambassador of UN. So she was very upset with him. I don't see her going back that direction. And I see her being like guarding herself. She wants to be independent. She wants rainbow of a family and Republican Party. The sun will be still shining on her if she doesn't go there, because she will be the new movement in Republican Party eventually. No, I don't see her going back.
Will Nikki Haley's supporters vote for Biden? Raven Pix is asking that. And then there'll be one question after that. 1, 2, 3.
We wouldn't know. She would do this quietly. She wouldn't advertise for that. Yeah, in isolation. She would be cheating because she prefers him than her boss.
But she won't tell that she's voting for Biden.
No, and they have the privacy, so that's not that she will say.
Did Nikki say that last election she voted for Biden?
No, I don't know. Did she? I don't think so.
So she'll do it in secret and not tell them.
Not tell them, because she said she will be respectable to Trump if he will win.
Now, Trump just said that he's going to he's looking at cutting Social Security and Medicare, plus pardoning the insurrectionists from prison on day one. How is this going over with his electorate?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
The one who are uneducated, they don't care. They don't think what his rules are. They just don't educate themselves. So some will be voting for him because of that. They just want a tough guy who is not a tough guy, but have the image of tough guy. They love him because he is acting the way he is. They are waiting for him to be, and they will be still voting for him. The ones who are
Bullies
the,
are like bullies.
the mega hats that when you ask them questions, they don't even know what you are talking about.
Well, we have a few prayers. Do you have any grannies?
Advice. I was telling you about how to fall asleep, so I thought that was a kind of granny's advice. Oh boy. I was telling someone something, and a few days ago I was doing reading, and I said something, and I said I have to say this to the public. Good memory, but short.
Maybe you'll come back during the night, but don't contact me.
Oh
no. So for prayers for today, Patty Palmer, she's still in pain while waiting for her hip replacement surgery.
Oh, she wrote me today that she has.
That she had it?
Yes, she's recovering.
Okay.
So all the best to you, Patty. Yes, I believe that was the last one. Sorry. Well, I read that one, so it wouldn't show up because the one that I didn't show up, that was one of the. It was.
Well, Patty, whether you've had it or not, please know that we're with you as well. We want a quick recovery and a successful recovery.
I know that she wrote comments that she's recovering.
Christine Crilly is asking for prayers for Katie Porter so that she can still be successful, perhaps in whatever she decides
I wish
to
they
do.
didn't have that. If you are running for Senate, you can't be running for House because it's few months difference.
And BODIO is asking prayers for her brother, his muscle detached from the bone. We didn't have that one Monday because it was on the live feed, but we didn't get that far down on it.
Thank you
so please may he find treatment for that or help for that, his muscle detaching from the bone.
That I never heard about something like that. Must be so painful.
Katie BAUCSCH, whether that's Bosch, continue prayers for peace in Ukraine. And Lori Sue Craig and Klamath would like continued prayers for her little pup or her dog. She's having problems.
To everyone who needs a help, who is struggling with something, and for the Palestinians as well. We want to send them the protective energy bubbles that they can survive, and to Ukraine and to anyone who is struggling with any illness and any problems, and to my brother Janusz because he is just going through tests to figure out what's wrong. All the best to everyone, and stay with us. We love you guys. And
Violetta will be putting out a video. She'll be doing it on Friday night, so please ask your questions if you'd like something answered. She's got a long, big pile here of questions as well. But perhaps an answer will be given Friday night. And then she posts it Saturday morning. And out of the video that's posted Saturday morning, anyone who makes a comment or posts a question, you can do it as many times as you want, is entered into the drawing or the chance to have a half an hour complimentary reading by Violetta, and is gifted by Janet and Tom Berg.
Thank you, Janet and Tom, for your donations. I have 2 more from this old pile and 19 for the next one.
They are such a supporter, and they really believe in Violetta,
for
which I do.
Many years.
Yeah. Lovely.
They donated the iPad for me, and then they were donating all the time.
So they believe in you. Oh my goodness. I do too.
I never spoke with Tom, but I know he is so generous to so many kids. And Janet, I spoke with Janet quite a few times, and we are sometimes sending emails. Thank you, Janet and Tom.
So she will see you, but it's not a live one, on Saturday. So write your comments, and
Before Friday, because Friday evening and
Friday evening she's already doing the video. So write your questions and your questions.
the earlier the better, because I have to answer them before.
It's a long process for you to answer them.
It is. It's
get
much
prepped.
easier to answer straight when someone asks. Maybe more challenging, but it's more easy. It's
Yeah,
much easier.
It took a lot of pressure off of you. Your Sunday nights were
And
ruined.
I have such a good helper.
And so the person who will be the recipient of that will be chosen on Monday.
Yeah, Cheryl will be telling me where to stop.
The only time she listens to me. Anyways, thank you very much for joining
Thank
us
you.
today.
Take care of yourself and see you next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.